welcome back to the track, Slowpokes. We are finally past the group stages, and it's time to get these semi-finalist drivers on the track and get them battling out to see who our top 4 finalists are going to be in this series. Now, we're not going to waste a lot of time today. We will reintroduce the drivers that are racing today, and then we're going to head straight to the tunnel and get to the racing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pan out, and I will make my way back up to the studio to go over this bracket real quick, and then right to the tunnel we will go and get these races started. All right, checking out this bracket, there's one thing I do want to point out that's actually very cool. If you check out, we have 2 Chevy Silverados, 2 Mazda Repus, and 2 GMC Cyclones left out of our top 8. All right, let's go ahead and focus on the left-hand side of your screen, and let's reintroduce the drivers for today. First up, we have Stefan Malvar. Then we have King Ty, followed by our favorite Clem from Outsiders Diecast Street Racing, and last, Barry Porter. Now that we have all the drivers introduced, let's get up to the tunnel and get to the racing. It's race 1. You can hear Clem's got his music going just like he did in the last group series. Drivers, go ahead and watch those lights. There's the green. Coming down to the first turn, we have King Ty with a little bit of a lead. Stefan trying to pass him, but King Ty blocking him off. Stefan going sideways with Barry in the tunnel. What do we have coming out of the tunnel? We have King Ty with an easy victory, and then we have 3 trucks coming down with 1 upside down and 1 hitting the train. Now, Clem did make contact with the train, but he already crossed the checkered line, so he'll get the point. But what we really want to focus on is what happened right before that. If you notice, Stefan was coming down on his roof, and right next to him was Barry, and it was really hard to tell who actually got second. So when we go ahead and update this scorecard right now, we're going to take a real close look and go frame by frame. As you see, King Ty, first place, easy victory. But then here, we're going to slow this down frame by frame, and if you look, wow, that is just too close to tell. So we're going to go ahead and award both those drivers with a second place 3 points, and Clem will get 4th place and get a solid 1 point. So doing a quick recap, looking at the scorecard, King Ty in first, Stefan and Barry are tied for second, Clem at the bottom right now with just 1 point in 4th place. All right, back to the tunnel we go for race 2. All right, we're here. It's time for race 2. You got Clem up in the front left with the music going. I have a feeling this is going to be a crazy race. Drivers, watch those lights. There's the green light. We're coming down to the first turn. What do we have? Yep, that's what I thought. Clem out with an early lead. Stefan getting sideways with Barry again, but they're straightened out, going to the tunnel. In the tunnel, can we see? Oh no, Clem getting out of control, going too fast, off into the gravel and flipping. What do we have coming down the finish line? We have 3 trucks cross the finish line. Nobody made contact with the train. But man, how unfortunate was that for Clem? He came into that tunnel, he was going so fast to try to get a victory that he lost control, flipping upside down. Here you will see in the replay camera, he goes off with just too much speed, doing a full flip over, lands on his wheels, so I'm assuming he's okay. The other 3 trucks go right around him, crossing the finish line. All right, let's go ahead and check out our replay cam and our scorecard. Coming down, let's see, who did we have? We had Stefan getting pushed by Barry, followed by Kane. So there's your standings currently, and unfortunately you'll see Clem, he did get 0, so we will update that. But our first place right now, we have Stefan Malvar with 7. King Ty is in second with 6, but Barry Porter also has 6, so we have a tie right now for second place. And Clem is in 4th place with 1. No negatives, so he still has a chance to get back in this for the next 2 races. All right, back to the tunnel. All right, we're here. It's race 3. Clem still got that music going. It hasn't worked the first 2 races. Maybe it works this one. Let's see. He's very consistent with the music. There's the green light. Coming down the first turn, Clem, yet again, another big lead when he's out front. We have a clean race so far going in the tunnel, and everyone makes a clean pass also through the tunnel. Let's check out our finish. We have Clem getting first place. Oh, but we have a pass. Oh, and a close call. What a finish to the race coming out of that tunnel. We had King Ty passing Barry at the last second, getting him second place, and Stefan coming within inches of hitting the front of that locomotive. What an exciting 3rd race. Let's go ahead and head off to our replay camera and update this scorecard. You will see coming out, Clem gets his first victory, giving him them 4 points. There comes King Ty with a clean pass on the outside past Barry, giving him second place. And then down comes Stefan. We're going to slow it down frame by frame for you. And you will see he just barely avoids making contact with the front of that locomotive. Wow, what an exciting 3rd race. Looking at our scorecard, we got King Ty now in first by 1. Barry Porter with 8 in second. Stefan Malvar also with 8, so he's tied for second. Clem is in fourth with 5, but as everyone knows how our point system works, any of these 4 drivers could be the 2 moving on after the next race. Who will be the 2 drivers to score the points and move on to our finals? Drivers, watch those lights. There's the green. We're coming down the tunnel to the first turn. King Ty with the early lead, but he's losing control. Can he hold his lead? He does in reverse. Hold his lead going through the tunnel. All 4 trucks coming out to the finish line. What do we have? King Ty flipping, but all 4 trucks do cross the finish line. I'm pretty sure King Ty did cross before flipping off the side of the track. We will always go back and check out the slow-mo camera when we do the scorecard. But if that's the case, I think we have an idea of who our 2 drivers that are going to be moving on are. All right, let's go ahead and head to that slow-mo cam and get this updated. Coming out of the tunnel, you see King Ty trying to turn himself around. He looks to cross. He does cross that checkered line, as well as the rest of the drivers. So everyone does score points that round. You have King Ty with the first place, Barry was second, Clem got third, and Stefan with fourth. So there is our final points for this race on our left semifinal bracket. You have King Ty and Barry Porter are our 2 drivers moving on. I want to thank everyone. I definitely want to thank Clem with his food, his barbecue, and all of his energy he brought, and I hope we see him again on an upcoming series. Now, as always, let's head up to the studio and update our bracket. Back here in the studio, we're going to go ahead and update our bracket. I do want to thank everyone. I'm sure that's not the last we'll see of Clem, probably not even in this series. But let's go ahead and move on our 2 drivers who are moving on to the finals, and that is King Ty and Barry Porter. I want to congratulate them. That was some great racing, and I can't wait to see what they can do in the finals. Now, as always, we will go ahead and light up the right side, and so you can get a preview of the 4 drivers that'll be racing in the next video. As always, we want to thank you guys for coming, supporting the videos, watching them, and being a part of them. So as always, we will see you on the next one.